Okay guys, so I'm here today to give my final trimester update. You've already seen by now trimester 1 and 2. If you haven't, go ahead and check those out. You can find them on the channel. But today I just want to kind of wrap up with how everything has been going, and I'm actually in my third trimester, so this video is a little bit different than the others. It's not going to be kind of like telling you what happened. It's literally in real time. So in my third trimester, some of the big things that were still persistent as far as symptoms, like I told you guys, the breast tenderness and soreness is still very much present. It's just something that I've kind of learned to deal with. My husband does every night give me like what we call body rubs. So he just kind of rubs all of my sore areas, and that helps a lot. So for those of you who may be struggling with that, you know, maybe rubbing with oil or lotion or whatever it is that you enjoy, it's kind of therapeutic, even if not for the pain, just for like the mental part of it, because you're like, why are they always hurting? So yeah, doing things like that kind of helps with that. I've had an increase in like sweating at night. I will say it's not just at night, and it's probably in part due to the fact that it's like we're approaching the middle of the summer, but it's just like really intense. Sometimes I would wake up like dripping in sweat just from going to bed. So I have to have a fan on me like at all times. I did notice that there has been like a little bit of shortness of breath, which they said was to be expected. But like, it's not very often that that happens, thankfully. But when it does, it can always, of course, be a little scary. So I just make sure that, you know, if I'm not already on my left side, I flip to my left side. It mostly happens when I'm lying down. So I flip to that left side, make sure I'm getting like adequate oxygenation. Making sure that like my baby is, you know, just enjoying and doing everything she needs to do, so that I am not having any difficulty with the shortness of breath. And sometimes if it feels better for me, I may get up and like walk around a little bit. You know, it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I ceased to have like the extreme cravings that I was having. I no longer have those cravings. I do still enjoy watermelon, but I more so eat it now as kind of like a prevention for constipation, because I did not have constipation at all throughout my pregnancy, thankfully. And I think a big part of that was because I maintained like fruit and water. Water. That's another thing that's been crazy this trimester. Like, I have always liked water, but now I drink it like it's literally like going out of style. So I will grab a water, finish it, grab another water, finish it, grab another water. Like, I keep a specific shelf in the fridge stocked with waters for me, because I'd never like to have one that's not like ready for me to grab and go. So that was something. Thankfully, I have not really had like any issues with swelling or anything like that. Those types of things that they tell you to watch out for. I have not experienced any Braxton Hicks contractions. You know, I haven't really had any of the things. Whenever I go to the doctor, which has been more frequently, so I was going to the doctor every 2 weeks, and then now I'm down to going to the doctor every week. So whenever I go, they ask, you know, have you had any nausea, vomiting, swelling in your hands or feet, you know, things like that. They start watching your blood pressure even closer. So I've always like had, you know, the good pressures, no swelling. So I love that like when you get to certain stages in your pregnancy, like there are things that they're proactive in making sure that you don't have to deal with. And so I've just kind of enjoyed that in my third trimester. Some other things that we did, we had our baby shower. If you guys haven't seen our official baby shower, you can go ahead and check that out on our main channel, Sean and Sierra. I'll link it up here. But again, for everybody that gifted something to our precious baby Ava, thank you so much. We revealed the name of our baby, which is Ava Grace. So everybody knows her name. Everybody was like just, you know, giving us their thoughts and opinions on it. We were so happy to find that everybody loved our baby's name. So that was another thing that we kind of revealed. You know, once we got to our third trimester, we were like, okay, so we're really like, this is really, really real. It's been real, but it's even more real now. So those were just like the kinds of things we were doing. My husband and I, you know, looked into like classes and things to prepare. You know, we made sure that we both knew how to do like certain things. We're both CPR certified, praying that we don't ever need that, but it's just something wonderful to have. So like we went ahead and got her room ready. I'm in her room right now in her nursery. That's another thing we did. We revealed the nursery to everyone. So once again, if you have not seen that video, you can go ahead and check it out, where we revealed our baby's nursery. So I just kind of, at this point in my pregnancy, I am experiencing a bit of like the nesting. So I'll be showing you guys kind of as we go along how I've been getting things situated and organized and put away where they should be. As far as my belly, it has really grown a lot. My belly like sticks way out there, and everybody that sees it is like, oh my gosh, that's a big belly. So people love to rub it and, you know, check on it. One thing I did not mention to you guys in my first trimester update, I believe, was that I had to take my belly ring out like fairly early. And I've mentioned it before, but like literally it started to get to a point where it was hurting. And I was like, I didn't want to take it out, but I also didn't want to risk like it harming my baby in any way. So my belly ring had to come out in the first trimester, which was crazy to me. And it's been out ever since then. I have had an innie all my life, and then finally my innie started to kind of, I would say, pop a little bit, but not a ton, because it's not like hanging out or anything, but it's definitely not an innie anymore right now. So that was another thing that happened in the third trimester for me. My belly button kind of started to come out a little bit more. My baby loves to hang out around that area, so I kind of feel like she pushed it out a little bit, because she always has like her little hand or body something right there in that area. So whenever I feel her, I'm like, oh, you're playing with mommy's belly button. But yeah, so that's another thing that kind of happened in the third trimester. I have had a little bit more back pain. So it's mostly like the lower back area, and it generally happens after I've been up and about all day, or, you know, if I've been on my feet too long, things like that. That's kind of when I have that issue. I have not been able to wear my favorite sandals, because like I had just slight swelling in my feet at first, which went away, but then it was like the sandals just, they were no longer comfortable. So that was another thing that happened in my third trimester. I had to get like different types of shoes and wear what was, you know, the most comfortable for me and what was going to be the most beneficial for me. There haven't been any like new symptoms. I feel my baby kick and move a lot, like a lot. And I always, you know, they tell you to do the kick counts and all of that, but like really I don't even have to do those, because she's literally so super active that at all points of the day she's moving, she's doing something. So that's been really fun, like just going along the third trimester. It's gone more from feeling little slight kicks to actually seeing her move. Like you can watch my belly and see her move from one side to the other, or you can see like body parts, whatever they are, foot, hand, fist, I'm not sure what it is, she sticks out, but you can see it really good. So that's been super exciting, and I've just been preparing for her arrival at this point. You know, just making sure the house is ready, making sure her room is ready, you know, making sure that things are as they should be, making sure my hospital bag is good to go. That's another thing I'm going to show you guys, what's in my hospital bag, because I'm super pumped and I feel like I have like a lot of good things in there. You know, I feel super prepared, so I'm feeling pretty confident about it, and I'll just be showing y'all what we have in there. My husband and I will probably both do a video on what's in our bags for when we go to the hospital. But yeah, aside from that, those are pretty much kind of the things that have been going on in my third trimester. Not so much of the leg cramping anymore. Occasionally I might get a leg cramp here or there if I stretch it out too much or something like that. My cravings have changed from hot Cheetos and pickles to cookie ice cream. So I treat myself with cookie ice cream here and there because I drink so much water. I feel like I kind of flushed the sugar out, and since I had a really good sugar test result, you know, I kind of treat myself here and there, but I also try not to overdo it. So that's kind of something that I really enjoy treating myself to, or might make myself a little milkshake or have someone make it for me. Actually, people have been like super spoiling me now that I've reached my third trimester. Just my family and my husband, which is super nice, because, you know, it's nice to know that people are looking out for you and everybody's so excited for the baby's arrival. You know, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, I feel blessed and happy, and, you know, it's just an exciting time in our lives for all of us. So yeah, I just wanted to come and give you guys my third trimester update. Like I said, Hadn't really had any new symptoms. It's the same breast tenderness. The shortness of breath, I guess, is somewhat new to this trimester, because they say, you know, just the way that the anatomy is switching up. I still had, like, the lower back pain was a bit more new to this trimester. I have not really had any issues with the pickle and chip cravings, but I have had like slightly more sweet cravings that I have going on there. Other big things like our baby shower, revealing our baby's nursery, revealing our baby's name. We've done all of those things. So at this point, we're just waiting on our baby girl to get here. So I just wanted to, you know, make this quick video for you guys to just tell you, yes, we've arrived at our 3rd trimester. It is officially time to welcome our baby girl. So we're just doing like all the final little things that we need to do at this point before labor. I have not had any, like I said, still I have not had any Braxton Hicks contractions, and I haven't had any, you know, anything like that, period, as of right now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed my trimester updates. I tried to include as much as I could. If anybody has any further questions, you can definitely comment down below, and I'll be sure and try and answer in the best way that I can. But apart from that, I guess that's pretty much it, and I will see y'all in the next video.